It felt like a really safe space to hear about how these traditional channels have evolved and are doing new and exciting things. The experts that you had talking about them really gave a lot of detail and depth.
I mean, I've connected with most of the speakers from the event. It's something that I really want to pursue for my business, and it probably would have taken me a much longer amount of time to actually go and dig out those companies and actually do the due diligence and research on them. It was sort of like a real download in one session, which was really, really helpful.
I was really interested to listen to JC&Co and understand how much data goes into providing out-of-home advertising. So there's so much that they do in terms of tracking footfall and reactions to messaging. There's a whole sort of science behind it that I was completely unaware of.
It was really good to have the opportunity to talk to founders and dispel some myths around potentially the cost of entry of out of home, as well as the targeting capabilities. So yeah, talking to people that have a background in digital media about what out of home can do for them was definitely a beneficial experience.
The out of home proposition is also really interesting. Natalie kind of started talking about doing individual posters outside of supermarkets. I didn't even know you could do that.
Programmatic direct mail. I was really interested to hear how that works. We use direct mail in the business to try and invigorate lapsed customers. And I hadn't thought about sending it out to people that have got to that kind of basket checkout stage.
A lot of new innovations happening in the traditional world that link them up to digital, from a measurement perspective all the way to the front end customer experience.
Everybody talks about an omni-channel approach to marketing. It's about re-looking at all the components of that marketing mix, components of it that have got sort of lost over time. I think you're absolutely right to kind of, make sure that, to bring those things back onto the radar.
Silos are starting to fall down between traditional and digital marketing and media teams. And I think, the more knowledge that all marketers can gain and understanding of the total channel mix and how it relates to the user experience, all the better.
Upper Clash events are quite carefully curated. They basically feel like Leon is inviting his contacts and friends, and you're meeting like-minded people. The intimacy and the relevance that I like about the Upper Clash events.
It was very clear that you either had a very good personal relationship with most of the people in the room or had done a very decent amount of research. So I think having you there to sort of navigate the conversation was extremely useful.
As a sort of solo founder, I don't have a big team around me all the time. It's actually really nice to be able to get out and sort of talk to like-minded people and people doing the same thing. So that was really helpful.
This new mixture of speakers and roundtable, but everyone's involved and the audience is great.
Just the way we were sat in a circle. I've not been to an event before where that's the setup, and I think it worked really, really well.
What's great about the events is that there's kind of a new group. Some people are the same, but also new people coming in. It makes it really interesting to kind of talk to people from different businesses and in different disciplines. So I find that really, really helpful.
This networking is just quite fun, quite relaxed. Everyone's very open and friendly. I've met some interesting and useful people.
I love Upper Clash events. They're so much more kind of relevant and personable. It's always easy to connect with new people. Everybody's friendly. I see a lot of people making really valuable connections.